Hey guys, welcome to First Time Mom Mistakes. My name is Kathy, and today I want to talk about your new parent survival plan. The reason why I want to talk about this is because we did not have one, and the result was pretty bad. We lived on 3 to 4 hours of sleep. We ate fried eggs, cereal, and just simple sandwiches that we could throw together. We couldn't afford to order takeout every single day. And in general, our stress level was really, really high, which took a huge toll on our relationship. And it's really not the beginning to your family life that you want to have. Everything, of course, impacts the baby, your stress level, and just your overall well-being. So long story short, if I was to do it all over again, I would definitely have a new parent survival plan or just a parent survival plan in general. So, what do I mean by that? I believe the plan has to have three parts. The first is a sleep plan, the second is a food plan, and the third is a support plan. Now, I just want to cover every plan portion in detail just so it's more clear what I mean and how to prep for that aspect of your life. So, let's start with the sleep plan. Sleep is, of course, super essential. Even if you think, oh, I never needed much sleep, I'm okay on 6 hours a day. When you have that baby, and if it's not an easy scenario where your baby sleeps really, really well and your breastfeeding is going great and everything's just working out beautiful, sleep is going to be very heavily impacted. So, for you to function the best that you can, of course, trying to give care to your newborn baby, it's pretty essential that you squeeze the most sleep out of your 24 hours every day. And you will be on a 24-hour schedule starting out when the baby's first born. There's no day and night anymore. So, there are several scenarios that we eventually came to that really help with sleep, but it took us time, and I really wish we had this set from the get-go. So there's two key questions that I would say you need to answer. First is, where is everybody going to sleep? And second is how you will actually get enough sleep to function in your daily life. So let's start with where. We thought that, we're all just happily going to sleep in our master bedroom. Of course, we have a nursery set up, but usually they recommend that you start out, sharing the room with your baby, right? So for the first 6 months, you're supposed to room share. And so the nursery is supposed to be kind of transition room after the first 6 months. Well, the way things turned out, my husband could not sleep with us in the master bedroom because he was not getting any sleep and he had to continue working, right? And he was also disturbing our sleep, tossing and turning, and my baby was a light sleeper, so she kept waking up. So it was just a really, really bad situation. So, some ideas on where everyone could sleep, right? So you could arrange it so that, of course, if you're in an easy scenario, your baby sleeps great, your husband sleeps great, everyone, is a sound sleeper, no one is waking up, every 30 minutes, then basically you can all just sleep in the bedroom and everybody will be fine. Will get enough sleep, more or less. If that's not the case, what you can do is have either the mom and the baby sleep in the bedroom and the husband sleeps, or the partner sleeps in a different room. You can have the mother and baby sleep in the nursery together. Just have some sort of a twin size mattress or something like that, in addition to the crib, or to the bassinet if you're using one. You can also have it where the mom and dad or the partners take turns. So Basically, for half the night, mom sleeps with baby in the nursery, dad sleeps in the master bedroom, and then you switch. That's essentially the scenario that we ended up in, and that was really, really helpful when we finally got there, because at least for half the night we were both getting solid sleep. So super, super helpful. In terms of how is everybody going to get enough sleep, again, it's connected to where you're sleeping, but also what time of day are you actually going to get enough sleep. So if it's not an option for you to switch out halfway through the night, right? If your husband or partner really needs to sleep the whole night, other options for how you as a mom could get enough sleep are your partner or husband could give you a sleep break after work. So they come home from work, and then for 3 to 4 hours you can just go and pass out. They take care of the baby. Warning on that scenario, they need to be able to handle the witching hour, which is when the baby is kind of goes most crazy. They just are very sensitive, and they tend to cry a lot during the evening hours between about 6 and 10 p.m. So the husband or partner definitely needs to be able to handle that. Other options are if you have support from your family or friends, if you could have somebody come over that you trust that has experience with taking care of a baby, they could give you a sleep break as well. And then the scenario again that we used where we had no support at all was we did do the type where my husband was giving me a sleep break in the evening, and then eventually we went to just switching halfway through the night. So half the night he gets sleep, half the night I get sleep, and that was really, really helpful. So basically, long story short, just definitely think through this before giving birth to your baby. We assumed that everything was going to be great, that we're going to adjust in a week or so and life was going to go on as normal. And that's just not the reality of having a newborn in your house. So the second part is a food plan. The food plan basically just needs to answer the question, how are you going to be able to feed everybody without having absolutely any time to cook? So what I mean is, you as a new mom will definitely not have any time to cook. You're either trying to take care of the baby or sleep. You're basically just in survival mode, and you're also trying to take care of your own postpartum recovery, after delivery, which, depending on how your whole delivery labor process went, can be hard. You could be in a lot of pain. Or it could be easy, just, you never know how it's going to go. And I'm not just talking about cesarean section. Even if you have normal labor, you could still have pain from hemorrhoids, from a tear, all that kind of stuff. So you're recovering, right? You're trying to take care of yourself, the baby, and sleep. That's pretty much it. Your husband or partner is most likely working, unless they're able to not work. But if they're working, they're doing that, and then they're trying to help you with the baby. So again, they have no time to cook either. Now, if they are able to get parenting leave, which we actually could have gotten 8 weeks, and in our awesome stupidity decided that we only need a week of it to adjust, as I said, I don't know why we were so underprepared for parenting. We would have definitely used the whole 8 weeks if we would have known what it was like to be parents. So if that's an option for you, definitely take advantage of that. In that case, perhaps your partner can cook. Now, if they cook. Other option is, does your family live nearby? Can they provide some sort of support with cooking and then bringing the food over? Also, if you can afford it, of course, you can order takeout. You can use services, kind of like chef cooking services, that kind of stuff. Or perhaps you have a friend that's willing to help, or several friends that's willing to help, with cooking on a rotational basis. But whichever way you go, you need to make sure that you're prepared to just eat and not cook. And that's going to last for up to a month, I would say, maybe even longer. If you have absolutely no support, one option is to prep before you give birth. Again, just pre-cook, make all your meals, and just freeze everything. But you'll need to freeze about 4 weeks worth of food, or at least enough food that you can, subsidize with maybe takeout every now and then. So food plan is super important. It was not fun trying to, breastfeed and produce enough milk, and then trying to basically eat enough, right? You need to be eating well to produce good breast milk, and then not having any support in that area whatsoever, not being prepared. Cereal and fried eggs get old very, very fast. So, and then the third aspect is your support plan. So you probably can already tell that's really built into the first two as well, but essentially, who can you rely on for support? We really didn't believe it, that it takes a village to raise a family. We thought, well, in this modern age, there's so many people, there's single parents, everybody does it, and how hard can it be, especially with two people? We're not even, in a single parent scenario. And you know what? The harsh reality is you need support. That's just what it is. It's very impossible to describe until you're in the situation and you actually understand, wow, I do need help. Is it feasible to survive with no help? Yes, we survived. Was it fun? No. Would I ever want to go through that again or wish that on anybody? No, definitely not. So if you can ask for support, if you have any kind of support system in your life, it is much better to set that up. So, be it on a rotational basis, or have a family member come and stay with you for a few weeks, or just come and visit you on a daily basis. Whatever it is, definitely have that chat ahead of your labor, weeks ahead of your due date. Set up some sort of a support system. That's what I would do if I was going to go into this again. We had an option to have my mother-in-law come and stay with us, and my husband asked me several times, hey, do you want this to happen? And I said no. I declined it every single time, and she was out of state, so she couldn't just, come very easily when I changed my mind. And once we were, even before we got discharged from the hospital, once we were in the parenting situation, I realized, oh my gosh, we really need her help. But it was too late. She could no longer come and stay with us because she had to go and help a different family member that was already set up, agreed upon, etc. So basically, I definitely wish everyone to have a much, much easier new parenting journey. Definitely set up your new parent survival plan. Think through and write out maybe all three of those aspects. Have everything figured out way ahead of your due date, because labor could come early. And good luck, everybody. Parenting is an awesome, awesome thing, and I wish you the happiest first few months as a new parent. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Check out my other videos. I've made a lot of first-time mom mistakes, so I am trying to share all of them, and I will see you again next time.